Essential and non-essential clauses. Let's do a quick review. All clauses have a subject and a verb. An independent clause can stand by itself. She rebuilt her car. A dependent or subordinate clause cannot stand by itself. When she was staying at her mom's. Dependent or subordinate clauses can be used as adjectives, adverbs, and nouns. An adjective clause is a subordinate clause that modifies a noun or a pronoun. They are joined to the main clause with a relative pronoun, who, whom, whose, that, and which, or a relative adverb, where, when, and why. My next door neighbor, who has 20 cats, buys pet food in bulk. Who has 20 cats is an adjective clause describing neighbor. On Fridays, we always eat at the Roadhouse, which is my favorite place to eat. Which is my favorite place to eat is an adjective clause describing Roadhouse. An adjective clause can be either essential or non-essential. An essential or restrictive adjective clause provides information that needs to be in the sentence to identify the preceding noun or pronoun. Do you know the girl who is leading the ceremony? Who is leading the ceremony is an adjective clause. It's describing girl, and it needs to be in the sentence. A non-essential or non-restrictive adjective clause provides additional but not necessary information about a noun or pronoun in a sentence in which the meaning is already clear. Use commas to set off a non-essential clause. My aunt, who is 90 years old, walks a half hour every day. Who is 90 years old is describing aunt, so it's an adjective clause, but it's not essential for the sentence, so we use commas. Use that to introduce essential clauses and which to introduce non-essential clauses. Always use a comma with clauses that start with which. Let's look at a few examples. The pet that she decided on was a dog. That she decided on is an adjective clause describing pet. It's necessary for the sentence, otherwise we don't know which pet she's talking about. So it's essential. The pet which lives next door has lots of toys. Which lives next door is also describing pet, but we don't need to have it in the sentence. The sentence would still make sense. The pet has lots of toys. So it's non-essential. So we use commas. That old school building where I went to grade school is being torn down. Where I went to grade school, that's just adding information, so it's non-essential. So it needs commas. The man who trained your brother is at the door. Who trained your brother is telling us which man. If we don't have it in the sentence, we don't know what man we're talking about, so it is essential.